Oh, there's a big camera here. Yeah, hello, I'm right here behind the camera. Hi, howdy, hello. Holy Moses, Moses, holy. Oh my gosh, this playfield. We're nowhere near done. I'm going to keep working on it. I got a deadline to get this done. Other people want me to work on their machines, and apparently I've agreed to do that. So, I don't know why. So I'm going to try to keep working on this. This playfield. Oh, okay. So I had bought some fluorescent zip ties so that I can zip tie things together, but know which zip ties to take off when I'm done. And they disappeared. I don't know where they went. They were here, right next to all this stuff, because this is what they're for, and they disappeared. So I had to go and buy more. I went and bought another bag of zip ties. And I set them here last night. I set them there. And I came in this morning, and they were gone. And I freaked out for a second. Then I saw that they fell on the floor. I was like, what? I thought there was like some sort of weird cosmic thing about zip ties can't exist in my world because they were gone again. But oh my gosh, zip ties. I didn't want to be ending up in a mental institution all because of zip ties, but it was about to happen. But still, I have not found the original bag of zip ties, and if I don't find it, obviously I feel like somebody made off with it when we weren't paying attention in the arcade, but then who steals zip ties? How is that even a thing? Like, oh, look at those fancy zip ties. I could do with those. So I do have now another bag of zip ties. So I'm going to keep working on taking apart this playfield. And oh my goodness. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit to a little bit of zip tying like I wanted to do yesterday, but couldn't. Let's go over here. Oh, that was not pointed at anything. Well, it could be pointed at there or it could be pointed at here. Let me point it at that one. So yeah, so I'm going to come back where we started and zip tie some stuff. And then I will go to working on some of the stuff I started to put onto the new playfield just to get it out of the way and so I wouldn't lose it and be in a safe spot. But the thing we knew, I was just standing in that spot, that's stupid. The thing we knew coming into this apparently is that doesn't matter how expensive the playfield is, they do not care to line up any of the holes. So all of the holes that aren't actual holes that go through to the front of the playfield, just all the ones that are back behind the playfield or all the ones that are just on top of the playfield. But the ones that go through the playfield, well, there's obviously nothing I can do. I have to line them up to these ones. But they do not line up. For one, this playfield is a little bit narrower than the old playfield. This playfield is slightly shorter than this playfield. So especially when I'm putting on these hinges that are on the side here. There's one on this side and one on that side over there. Especially when I take them off of here, I need to line them up perfectly from this and not the holes or set holes that they've slightly provided, which is just dumb anyway. And the other thing, the star rollovers at the top of the playfield. So at the very top of the playfield, there's a star rollover on both sides. You get the insert, the red part is in the new playfield. So I had to take out the white part, the actual trigger, from this and put it in the new playfield. Or I suppose you could just buy a new one of the white part. I don't know. But I took the old one out of this one, of which you have to break. You don't have to break it, I guess. You can be super careful to pop it out of this plastic to put it in this one over here. And then I put it in there, and I'm like, what the crap? It's not moving the way it's supposed to. This guy right here should move up and down. There we go. You can see it moving like that. Freely up and down because the ball rolls over it and it triggers it. What they did is that they put the insert in, and then they varnished the whole thing with their 5 coats or whatever it is they did. And so all of the little peg holes in this insert got varnish in them and made it stick so that this was too tight to go up and down. It's supposed to be so freely moving. So I had to take an X-Acto knife to the insert and kind of scrape out the inside of the groove just so that it can go up and down like it's supposed to. And I know I'm going to have to do it on the other side too, which not looking forward to that. So there's the frustrations are growing, but I'm not a guy to freak out. I'm just acknowledging them. We're going to move on and keep working at it. This thing will not break me. I will break it, probably. So what I want to do right now is I want to go, again, back through what we were doing yesterday just a little bit so I can, now that I have some zip ties, and try to zip tie some of this crap that I didn't yesterday that I wanted to because I lost my zip ties. Whoa, that is a crazy view. Crazy angle. And go on from there. I've got some time tonight. I'm hanging out. So anybody want to hang out with me, chat, talk, ask questions, keep me company, I'm here and I appreciate any of it. So keep with me tonight as I do the most exciting, boring thing of playfield swapping. Ba-da-da-da. Alright, so again, I'm going to start way back here at the beginning where I was. Get my zip ties with me. I also accidentally left my camera on last night. Oops. That's okay. Should I just do this camera here? Just do this one. Just got all that over there for now. And then I'll figure out something else here in a minute. Let's just trip over everything. Alright, so all this stuff. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Kick. So we have, this is the shooter. I'm going to actually write on the bottom of this, the shooter kick out thing. Shoot. Sling. That's sling, what side is this? Shooter lane. Is this left, right? This is left. Flasher, left. Where's the thing? This is left. Okay, so right, sling right. And this is sling left. Doesn't matter if I write on this part, nobody's going to see it. Sling left. Okay. So I didn't want to do tape. Tape is tape, and tape just can fall off. Zip ties, well, zip ties can fall off too, but Probably not as quickly as the tape. Started to realize this morning or this afternoon that I might be in high demand for these projects with other people and not be getting paid for it. That's all that. Pink. Pink is the word. We're not cutting anything off. We're just zip tying this on here so nothing goes away. There we go. That's all I wanted. And I was thinking of just sliding a piece of paper under here, which I'm still thinking of doing, as kind of a guide of what's lifted off of the playfield instead of, you know, just guessing where I unscrewed. So I want to do this because all that's free. And this thing is free. We have things are labeled, so the tape's coming off. See, this is why I don't like tape. It didn't come off of there, right? Or maybe it did. It did come off of there. Fun. I didn't know whether or not to label this ASMR. It does tend to be kind of quiet over here. We might be able to hear the buzzing in the background of the ice machine, but there we go. Let's stay there. All these have to be cleaned and readjusted once we get them over to their new home. All right. So then again, lift all that up. Put that there. Bring this down. That's there. That's there. I don't know if that's working or not. Zip tie. Put a zip tie right here. All these will be cuttable off. And then the things that I want to already put on the new playfield without messing with it are the things that won't get in the way. I have to get some more T-nuts. I bought some yesterday from Home Depot, which was the only place that had them, but they only had 12, and I need a lot more, so I had to order off of Amazon. So it means I have to wait for them. And I have to put the T-nuts in before I put stuff around them, because I kind of have to hammer them down there and drill out the holes, because the holes aren't big enough. And then also the parts where there is a braided wire to send the ground or the light signal, some of the general illumination. Some of these are a lot more complex, but I'll show you here. Like this stuff right here, all this, that has to be stapled down. It'd be easier to staple it down beforehand. And I just bought some picture wire, and I'm just going to staple that down. It'd be also, all this would be good to staple down before putting it on there. And then I also have, and we got this in the mail yesterday, got all these lights. And I do need to order stuff. I want to order, but I'm gonna wait just out of consideration, because I want to order from Marco, and I know that they just suffered a loss in their establishment, and I don't want to burden them, so I'm going to wait for a little bit and then order a little bit later some parts for the machine. So for now, we have to work with what we got, and all the flipper stuff and things, I'll order that later once they have time to deal with all their funeral and all that stuff that they got to do for for their owner. But yeah, so we got these new things. They're going to be. I didn't want to take them off the old one because oh my gosh, you have to remove the staples and the solder. So these are brand new light sockets, lamp sockets, if you will. And that's the thing I learned from. I say it wrong, but everybody says it that way. When I was when I was doing theaters and I worked in a performing arts theater, they would say, you know, these are lamp sockets, and what is in them is a lamp. What they produce is light. It's not a light socket, it's a lamp socket. So you gotta just, to get the terms right, light is what it produces, lamp is what it is. So I got a bunch of these guys that go in there and I gotta staple them down and solder them up. So that's fun stuff that'll happen there. Alright, and while I was at it, I was over here. So I was going to put these guys in, which I can do that right now. If you'll bear with me a moment. So what I'm doing is I'm not lining it up to the holes. Like they have these little divots all over the playfield of where the holes should be, but they are not accurate. So I'm lining them up where they were on the old machine, and that's where I'm going to screw in the screws. Because I don't want to get screwed by screwing in the screws, so I'm making sure that I screw the screws in without screwing up. And the rollovers, it should be obvious, the rollovers. They just need to be right in the center so the ball can hit it and not rub up against the side of the playfield. I can talk. I speak words. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to have to pre-drill these. Because we're not using their little divots, I'm going to have to do the scary thing and drill into my new playfield, which never knew. I didn't know I was going to be doing that, but here we are. I got to save this. This is my T-nut bolt, or T-nut drill bit. Because I already did a couple of T-nuts back here because I was trying to figure it out. So I did these ones. I had to drill out the hole a little bit, but I still had to hammer them in. Obviously supporting the underside of the playfield, protecting it, and then put those on. Such a different thing to do. So let me get my drill bit that is made for the little holes. But anyway, feel free if I hope I see if I know how to speak languages. I hope that I see your conversations. If you start in chat, I'll try to look. I don't intend on missing it, but I don't have any notification to know when somebody is talking rather than just actually looking. So feel free to chat with me or talk or whatever, and we'll keep on keeping on. All right. We'll line this back up where I wanted it. Yeah, that's right. Hold this down right here, and I don't want to go all the way through, obviously. Come on. I'm just going very slow because I don't want to do something bad. I said very slow. That wasn't very slow. There we go. Just very slight little pre-drills. I don't want to break my bit. Screwing it up. Hey, you could make a template from the old playfield to make sure the holes are exactly right position. Just my thought. Even so, that I still have to remove absolutely everything off of the old one, and then line that up. I think this way is easier. I may change my mind with that as I go on, because, you know, first time for everything. But I know where this should line up, and I know the hole. I know going in the holes don't, like with a piece of cardboard. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I'd still have to like lay that out with nothing on here, and then transfer all that. But you do have room to move. The holes don't have to be absolutely perfect. It's just everything that goes through to the top of the playfield has to be absolutely perfect. So, yeah, but I get what you're saying. But I think this way would be fine. Just, I have to just keep reminding myself to go slow. You know? It's more of a marathon, it's not a race. Come on. There we go. That. So the thing's being like dead on accurate, precise. I mean, it's just got to be where the stuff contacts the ball. If you're off like a centimeter or whatever, I mean, the holes are there. They're just, yeah. I think they're just random guides like, hey, in this area, you should think about putting a screw. Come on, dude. Stay straight. We didn't ask you to turn. This is easy enough. I just, it's easy enough to just measure as I go. Like when we get to the light, I just have to have the bulb, over there. The screw hole can be here, 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 or whatever, as long as it's not in the way. There's that one. I did a thing. Why, that's some fancy footwork right there. All right. And I would hate to actually to put one in the wrong spot. I don't know. Like the holes for that one they're really, really close to where they need to be. They're just not. Hand tools. Had somebody contact me today on Instagram asking about why aren't there torque settings for how tight things must be. You just kind of have to guess. And I just kind of shot out an answer like, I don't know, I'm guessing because you're dealing with wood, and wood can be different densities and different makeups, that you can't just really put a torque setting using like a torque wrench to tighten things. You just gotta do it hand tight, trial and error. Don't go too tight or you'll split the wood. Don't go too tight or you'll break the screw. And then make sure when you're doing your flippers to do them really tight. I don't know. Let's try to guess. This is nice. It's not hard, this part anyway. It's just reminding myself to be cautious. Take my time. And then the other star rollover, I'm going to clean that one out first before I try to put the thing in there. Alright. There we go. Alright, so I wasn't meaning to do all of just this. I mean to be at the other playfield, but I think it's also a nice way to make sure you're not losing anything by transferring it over to where it's supposed to go. So like I can also do it with the shooter lane, or the shooter lane switch. That way you can take pictures, but you really don't need to because you're just transferring it right then and there. This also works out your hands a little bit because make sure they're not tight. Okay, so just a shooter lane switch. That's all it is a shooter lane switch. Tells the game that there's a ball sitting there. And some machines don't have that. They just wonder if the ball is there and just hope it is. But when they put one in, it's like, hey now, there's a ball here. Or there should be a ball. There we go. Also kind of slightly evaluate them. Make sure they're not dirty. Make sure they're not rusty. They function. It's not hard to just do that and get it cleaned. Go over there. Shooter lane switch. So if I line it up to the holes, it would put it right there, which is not that bad. It kind of puts it where it's supposed to be. However, if I want to match the other playfield, I think I got to go back like that. What?
I don't even know why we did a remodel.
Somebody tearing up our building?
No, it's a Tuesday. But
nobody's here.
Yeah, we're doing a brisk amount of business. It's dinner time, and we haven't had anyone in the dining room in the hour that I've been here. From 5 to 6, no one has been in the dining room. I'm like, why don't we just close it off, be a to-go only place, and then we can go through the wall, and the dining room can just be more arcade. Then the arcade would have bathroom access, too. See?
I mean,
more games, and screw it.
These
Nobody
holes are
cares.
actually in the right spot.
Why did we even do a remodel? Nobody's eating in anymore.
Everyone's eating in, just not for you.
Yeah.
So these are the first holes that have been lined up.
Oh, wow.
Which tells me one thing. They can do it. They can line up holes. So
tag them in this stuff, guys. Look how many of these are misaligned. Come on, guys.
I'm sure they know. There's threads of it on Pinside and stuff about it too. What is that? Oh, that's just funky light. Oh, that was me. Don't be taking your clothes off in here, dude.
What? The arcade is about
entertainment. Did you just put your shoe on lights, camera, action?
I did. It's glass. It can be cleaned and sanitized easily. It's not like it's fabric.
It doesn't want to be put a shoe on it.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's Daniel's game. Oh, oh, oh.
We don't claim ownership in this house.
You're right, but that was Daniel's. Oh shit! It's that time of year.
What?
Our anniversary trip. We're going to go away for the weekend. Last time we did that, I went away. Daniel bought game.
That was just because, opportunities.
Was that 2 years ago, or was that last January?
No, we had it.
Yeah, we had it before COVID lockdown.
Yeah, we had it ready to go the week of COVID.
Yeah, so it's 2 years ago. What I'm saying is, while I'm gone, get something.
Yeah, okay.
Because, we need more projects.
Yeah, I mean, we only have 7 pinball machines in the lineup and 40 games. So, yeah, we need more projects.
Yeah.
You laugh at some Filipino woman for having so many shoes.
Imelda Marcos.
Imelda Marcos, that's what her name.
Yeah, she had like 5,000-6,000 pairs of shoes. A couple thousand she'd never worn.
What's going on here?
And she just kept buying shoes.
That was going in crooked.
But shoes aren't hard to get.
Stop what I'm doing.
It's different for us. Your opportunities are rare enough to get something that you have to take your opportunity whether you're ready to do it or not. Like this haunted house. Maybe 1 or 2 that have gone by in the last 3 or 4 years. Better take the chance.
Gotta take the chance or you blow.
You gotta take the chance when you have it, you have the chance.
Very slightly screwed.
Oh, you're so screwed.
I'm trying to be very careful not to go through.
Yeah, try not doing that.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of the goal that I'm going with here. To not go through to the other side.
Maintain that goal.
Thanks. I know that many moons from now, if somebody is taking apart this high speed, they'll be like, oh, they changed out the playfield. Because it is blatantly obvious it's not the original playfield. I guess they leave the backs. Why did they paint the backs originally? I don't know. Instead of leaving them bare like this, maybe that was protecting the wood, or I don't know. I don't have the history of pinball locked in my brain of like why are some of the backs of the playfields painted, and when did they decide, you know what, we don't need to paint these things. Here's that is actually lining up pretty good. There were 2 screws in that one, but there should be 3, so I'm putting 3 in here. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Whoop, that one got crooked. It's okay. We're okay. Can't go nowhere. Boy, that one did get crooked. It actually started bending this thing. Dude. Let me get a bendy backer thingy. Bending back, bending back, back bending back. Still works though. All it's got to do is come up like this, and it triggers the thing. Maybe that way there was only 2 and not 3. All right. Right in the middle. All right, let's stop doing that and just keep going back over here. Back to the playfield. Back to the playfield of doom. All right. Where we left off over here. Yeah, I don't want to take that off yet. I'll leave that. Over here we have switches. You can take the rollovers out and put them over there. I won't screw them in. I'm just going to set them over there. Just so that they are where they belong. It's one less thing. Taking some time to take them apart. Pinball's crazy. This one's dirty. Super dirty. Why would it be so dirty like that? Look at freaking dirt. I'm gonna clean it, because that's what I do. I don't know about you. Oof, sorry camera. It's just grime too. It's not even like rust. It's just blech. Dirty, grimy build-up. Mechanism here is just put a little isopropyl in there, clean some dirt out. Need a little cup. I gotta pour a shot of alcohol so that I can do this. Hello. There we go. One last call for alcohol. Get it all in. Yeah. We want as clean of parts as possible without having to buy parts. Because that's a thing too. Sometimes we just gotta buy parts. Just thinking ahead. Let me read your comment. I missed it. There are many wires and devices on this playfield with no labels of any kind. When they are moved to the new playfield, are you sure you'll be able to place each one exactly as it's placed and wired on the old playfield? Yes. Because like I said yesterday, I am labeling the things that I absolutely need to know where they're going. The other ones are obvious where they go. There's only one place that the slingshot goes. This is obviously a slingshot switch. If it's not obvious to me, I will definitely label where they go. Yeah. I'm not just trying to just pull this all off. I get what you're saying, and I am labeling the stuff that I feel necessary needs to be labeled as I go along. Because I'm not trying to take anything apart. All the coils are still staying attached. All the switches are staying attached. I'm not taking any of it apart unless I absolutely have to, and I think I already got all that from the top playfield, but, you know. I feel comfortable as I am doing it like this. And especially if I automatically just take them over there and then I don't, it's already in the right spot anyway. But wiring wise, yes. All the wiring's got different colors. And the whole goal here is like you're not going to take it off in a wadded up way. I'm going to try to take it off as flat as possible and without moving too much. Because I don't want to, obviously you don't want to turn into like this big old wad of Christmas lights or anything, but you know, this one's actually clean. You go right there. Your screws go in there. But yeah, I get what you're saying, and yeah, you don't want to put the wrong thing somewhere. But some things are just flat out too obvious. All right, where were we? We got to there. So these ones are there. Got all that. Next would be coming down this way. So we got these things. Yeah. Lots and lots of pictures. And it's an iPhone. It's an iPhone 13 with its really, really great camera. So I can zoom in super far if I have to. Alright, so yeah, what I'm talking about, like here, we're going to get to some general illumination that I have to actually cut off. That I'm going to label the wires. Absolutely label the wires there. But if it's staying in one piece, well, it's just gonna ride the wave. All of these things have the same. I'm just keeping the sleeves and the screws together. We know that these are elevated off the playfield. Just keeping them together like that. We've already got pictures. So this is the first one here, this general illumination light. This one I'm going to have to desolder. And I'm definitely taking pictures of it. So let me first not choke on my own breath. Plug in my soldering iron. And then I have my tape, my white tape or yellow tape. There's the white tape. And my marker. Where's the marker? Oh, dude. About to melt a bunch of plastic under there. Marker, marker, marker. marker here. I was using it. Start adding to the stuff under here. I got other markers. We can do that too. I'm not committed to one marker. Alright. So I gotta get the wires off first. And then I'll label them. Picture. Arrow these guys. And then that one. Yeah. So that one's just got a jumper to this one. Yellow jumper. Got it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. So these guys. Come here. Thank you. It's that one off. And then this one, which is going to give me the jumper too. That one's got a lot of solder on it. Come on. There we go. Now I'll label these. General illumination light. And scissors are right there. Cool. Pays to know what you're doing. GI. Yellow jumper. GI yellow jumper. And I'll take a picture of that too. In case something falls off. Actually, I'll just leave the jumper there and deal with it later. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay. GI, YJ, Y jump. Got thousands and thousands of photos that I can put on this thing. Right there. Okay. Yeah. And all those photos are being sent to the cloud. You know. Alright, I need to take this off. This is the 3 orange inserts. Let's just put an O. Right. Take a picture. Take a picture, man. It lasts longer. You are so nice. You look so nice. Okay. Oh, yes. You got these tiny screws? Yes, you got the tiny screws? You got the tiny screws. Pictures and pictures. Pictures and pictures are pictures. Okay, that means this guy can now come up right here. We're gonna zip all this stuff together. Zip it up. Once we get the targets away here. When the targets are away, everyone will play. And yeah, when I finally get to Star Trek, it's nowhere near as complicated as this. Yeah, all those switches. Keep it all together, guys. Keep it together. Nobody freak out. Maybe I can even lay some of these in better than they did in the manufacturer. Just got to keep certain parts clear for not getting hung up on stuff. Especially when you get close to the edge. That's why they use a lot of these wires, these braided wires. Okay. Go. All these go into the longer bin. Okay, now these guys, all these targets come out. Oh, you gotta come around that jumper. Yep, come here. There we go. That's it. That's it, guys. Come on. We want to come out? You guys want to come out? You got to be cleaned anyway, so might as well just come on out of here. Hi. Welcome to the underside of the playfield. Boy, are you guys full of dirt and grime and gooiness. Alright, so all of this right here, let me just kind of half zip this crap. So it's all relatively together. As much as I can, anyway. Not going to put it on tight. Just enough that it stays together. There we go. All that. Nice. Feeling good in the neighborhood. These things, I mean, there's a little bit of wax residue, which means at some point it did get waxed. Well, I gotta clean them like a Momo beforehand. There's that one tall screw, and then this guy, and I'm going to do a little zip tie around there. That should free up a whole section here. Let's go back over there. Yeah, you can kind of see me there. Ugh. Bring this camera back. We're bringing cameras back. That's a long ass screw. Long ass screw for a long ass thing, but we gotta pay for it. Alright, so that is all of this. Now, so we got a couple bulbs or sockets down here that are they're just gonna live there forever. Get another piece of paper here. And if I can, go under this a little bit so we know where we're at. Alright, there's that. We're free up there, free up there. Free at last, free at last. Somewhere we are free at last. Okay. A lot of this mechanism can just stay on here until we're ready for it. I'll slide this over maybe. Maybe this isn't a good idea. See what I'm doing. There we go. That's okay. Alright, so this all here We need to see what's going on there, because that's got to be, we know we got to jump here to there. Again, it's general illumination. Looks like it's the same wires. So we got this jumper. Okay. The soldering iron. All I want to do is take, well, how about I just cut it off, take it off of here. There we go. Let's do that. That'll make more sense. Take that off of there. And take this off of there. There we go. And we'll leave that attached to the light. Leaving it attached to the light bulb. Probably gonna have to melt this solder a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna take that one off too. Can't get the screw on it. Come here, buddy. Which this is a wider spot, so take a lot longer for the solder to warm up. Let's see how hot do I have this? Pretty hot. Enough to burn your fingers. Got it? Yes? Yes, okay. I'm gonna take that off. And then I'll fix the damage here. There we go. Come out. Trying to take off of the light bulb and its screw head. Okay, that's going to go there. You go in there. Now, in order for all of this to stay together, including this, let's just, I think kind of, let's just zip tie all this crap together. That's why we got zip ties. And we'll mark it. Zip tie city. That's why we got the fluorescent ones that seem to have disappeared from our shop. There we go. Right like that. Nice, nice, nice. And I know it's going to go there because it has to. Next thing would be this, which is the kick. Where is my marker? This is the rail kick, I guess. It goes onto a wire ramp. Let's just do ramp kick. Ramp kick right. Taking the time to tone. Ramp kick right. That's what we're doing. Nice, nice, nice. I don't want to take anything off that I don't have to. close. Too close for comfort. There we go. Oh, come on. Come on. We'll change out. Oh, that is a dirty coil sleeve. That is a super dirty coil sleeve. Get this vat of screws here. Oh, man. Yeah, we will be cleaning all that stuff, so don't you fret. I mean, you probably don't because it's not my problem. You're the one that has to fix it. Okay. This thing right here. Going through. Some of this playfield is cracked underneath, which I guess was just the way that it was. Ooh, there's wires sticking up through here. Did I? Oh, I forgot to take that switch off. Wap, 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 wap. Well, guess we gotta do it now. Gotta take the switch off of here. Not going to know what to do. Alright, so that is completely dusty. Clean that. Ugh. Alright, now to take the switch off. Did not take a picture of it. This switch under here. I know I took a picture of it before, but what are we doing? That. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. So I'm under here, just kind of take this switch off here real quick. Probably should get my headlamp. Yeah, I should get my headlamp so I can see what I'm doing. What am I doing? What am I doing? What are you doing? What are you doing in my swamp? Goodbye, Grogu. It's hot anyway. Take in. Screw. Come here. Thank you. And now, here. Thank you. Alright. Oh, did you just seal yourself back on? Bro, we're coming off of here. Ah. Now, pull these wires out. And definitely label them. Of course, get the dirt off. These are the kick. Right kick switch. Where's the tape? There it is. Right kick and switching. Right. What did I label this one? It's over here somewhere. Left kick. I did left kick switch. Yeah, so right kick switch. It may not be the official term, but it's something to remember. That way I'll know what I'm doing. Or I'll kind of halfway remember what I'm doing. Another way to remember is just watch this video again. Oh yeah. All three of these guys. Right kick switch. Booyah. Labeled and free. Okay, and we're going to start getting into that circle here. That's, that seems like something I want to do when I got a little bit more time. Yeah. So again, this is what we're doing. We're going as slow as possible without causing any problems. We don't want to lose any parts. We don't want to forget something. Got all these little switches and all these little light sockets that are going to have to be redone. So the next direction, I think, because we're basically on the main loom, we're right to here. And that's where it starts to branch off this way and that way. But here's the main intersection right here. So now that will have to be very, very nicely labeled. The one slingshot is in this loom. The other slingshot is on this side of it. And then we have all these lights. We got the bulbs are already changed out, and they're changed out with color bulbs, so that can kind of help a little bit with knowing which ones go where. But I will label the back of these before we take it apart. And then what else? These flashers are down here on that. These flashers are up here on this one. And so this is here, this is it. So this thing, all of this thing, all of that, all of that, all of this comes right here. And I'm probably going to get a big Ziploc bag and kind of put all of that in there. That way I know all this is that center stuff before we move off to that way. But that sounds like a task I should do another time, because I think we're gonna have a little bit more time to do this and not be so tired from work. Because the one thing I really don't want to do is screw it up because I'm tired. So we have this whole section now, all the way up here, all the way down here. I would say we're now at a third of the way through. This part can be another third, and then the back third when we get to the pop bumpers and things like that. So no rush. The last thing I want to do is rush on this, but I think I feel pretty good about what I'm doing with it right now. I feel good, even though I don't have a label for every little thing. I feel pretty good that I know what's going on. The main goal is to not just leave this sit for 4 months and then try to come back at it. So that would be the main goal. So yeah, anyway, I think I would like to go home. So thank you anybody who is hanging out with me. Dent, thank you for your comments. I hope everybody has a great evening. Enjoy other streams. I'll probably be back. When am I going to be back? Maybe I won't be back until Monday, because I have Christmas stuff to do. But yeah, anyway, still only have the 2 weeks to do it. But thank you guys anyway for hanging out with me in this little brief time that I had. And I will see you guys next time on the flip side, wherever that may be. Peace.